Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new here. My name is Julie. I am a mom to 5, and today I am sitting down just to chat about time management tips, how I have productive days as a large family homeschooling mom. I don't have all the tips and tricks, and I definitely don't do this perfectly, and I don't get everything done. My to-do list is not always done at the end of the day, and you just have to choose what is important for you. But I'm just going to go through today and give you a few tips. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I should have thought of one more. Well, I have 9 tips. My first tip is to have a schedule. This can be as loose as you want it to be. It doesn't need to be super structured. I like to kind of go by a block schedule. I have a video where I talked all about my block schedule. Maybe I will link that down below if I remember. But have some sort of flow through your day. I don't have this strict schedule, you know, this 15 minutes I need to get this done, and this 15 minutes. I'm not that scheduled, but I do definitely have a routine, what I do first thing when I get up in the morning, and kind of those blocks of like from when I get up until 9 o'clock when we start school. These are the things I do in that block of time. And then I have our morning school block of time. There are so many different ways to schedule your day, but it's easy when you stay home, especially before starting to homeschool, where you're just like, well, I'm just home all day, and just kind of let the day go by. And if you schedule things in, you will have a much more productive day. I like to take a day, so I take Sunday afternoons, I sit down with my planner, and I just write down what my week is going to look like. So having that week at a glance where I can see everything I have planned for the week, that works well for me. I also have my calendar on the wall where I have written down like appointments or, you know, guests coming over or some of those bigger things. But when I take out my planner for the week, I write down everything. Like this day we're getting together with these people. This day we're going to the library. This day, and just so I can look at a glance and see what is happening in that coming week. My next tip is to have a to-do list. So when I sit down on Sunday afternoons and write down my plan for the week, I also write down a to-do list for each day. That to-do list includes like what I need to do for YouTube, for my videos, for video planning, what day I need to write down my meal plan and my menu for the next week, what day I need to order groceries. And having a to-do list really, really helps me stay on track. My third tip is to wake up early. If you can wake up before your kids, I know that you would find your days would go so much better. Getting up early, for one, just gives you more time to be productive. But for me, getting up before my kids just starts me off on the right foot. I have so much better of an attitude during the day if I have had that quiet time in the morning before the kids get up. Now, I do get questions on this because I get up early and I work out first thing in the morning, and I'll have people say to me once in a while like, oh wow, like I am not a morning person. Let me tell you, I am not a morning person. Like I've never been a morning person. I have kind of made myself have to be a morning person. I make myself get up early. And I think it's because I'm not a morning person that I need to set my alarm and get up early and have a morning routine, because that is not naturally, I am not naturally wanting to get up early in the mornings. I have been getting up early before my kids for years and years, and it's still a struggle like every morning. I have not hit this like, oh yeah, it's a routine. I get up at 6 and it's just easy. No, I still, every single morning, my alarm goes off at 6 and I'm like, I don't want to get up. I might stay in bed for a few minutes, scroll on my phone for a little bit, and then I am happy to be up getting stuff done early. But it's still like, it's never been a natural thing for me. Quick note here, my rule is that I don't set an alarm until my baby's only waking up once a night. So if my baby's still waking up 2-3 times a night, I just know that in this season of life, that's fine. My sleep is more important. But at this point in my life, you know, I know that it's up to me. As long as I go to bed on time, I should be able to wake up on time, because I don't have kids currently waking up during the night. My next tip is to put your phone down. I have my phone out right now because I have my notes on it. And I definitely pick up my phone too much and scroll, but I am so much more productive in the day if I have times where I just don't look at my phone. So I have an Apple Watch, which is super nice because then even if my phone's not in the same room as me, any texts I get or any phone calls I get, I'm not gonna miss them because they do come through on my watch. So that has been really helpful for me to kind of be able to set my phone away. But it's so easy to just pick up my phone and just check one thing, and then I end up scrolling Instagram. That's my biggest weakness, is I start scrolling Instagram. Whereas if I just put it away, only look at it, a few hours later, I won't have missed anything on Instagram. A phone or any screens can just be such a time waster. So try to kind of set some rule for yourself, like, okay, I'm gonna put my phone away. I'm not gonna pick it up until this time. Another thing that helps me is to prioritize my tasks. So like I said, I write a to-do list, and my to-do list on any typical day can easily be, 10 things. I just try to prioritize which one of those tasks do I need to complete. So for me, I make sure that I'm reading the Bible every morning, I exercise each day, and then I do school with my kids. Those are like 3 things, like those need to get done. Those are my priority. Sometimes I will have things written down like vacuum the house and scrub this wall or scrub the toilet. And some of those things, if I don't do them today, that's fine, I can do them tomorrow. So always just know what things are important that you want to get done that day, and what things are like, if you have time you can do it, if not, it's not going to be bad for you to leave that for the next day or maybe the day after that. My next little tip is to go for a walk or just get outside. Sometimes we can be busy each day, just working all day and trying to be productive, and it can get really draining. At least for me, some days I'll get to the end of the day and I'm like, I was in the kitchen and living room the entire day, and I've been busy all day. Like, I haven't been bored, I've been busy all day, but just staying on this main floor. Like, I'll go upstairs at night to put the kids to bed, and I'm like, I haven't been upstairs. Maybe one time through the day I'll have gone and put Wesley down for a nap, but it's like I haven't even gone upstairs like since first thing this morning. I have just been in this one small section of the house. And so sometimes a break from that, like even going outside, moving your body, going for a walk, you definitely need a break. And even if I go outside for like a half hour, or go out, even just go to the library or go to the store, come back, and it just feels like, oh, okay, that was nice. It kind of forced you to take a break from just going all day. Sometimes that break from just being inside the house can be really good for you. Another tip, which I don't do often, but occasionally I will, and that is to set a timer. So if let's say your house is kind of a wreck and you want to just work, clean the house up, get your kids involved, turn on a timer, you would be surprised. For one thing, when I turn on a timer, I don't pick up my phone. When a timer is on, I am just focusing and working. You'd be surprised how much you can get done. And then when that timer goes off, okay, that was done. That was the time I was devoting to whatever the task was, whether you were doing laundry or cleaning or doing bills on the computer or whatever. Setting a timer can really help you stay on track. I have 2 more tips left. So when you are making your plan for the week, make sure that you are scheduling in free time. Make sure that you are not packing your days so full that you'll be going from task to task to task all day long. You know that things will come up that you weren't expecting, and so if those come up and you're like, I don't have time for that, that's just going to cause frustration. And so make sure you schedule some free time, both for the fact that you need free time, you don't want to be just hustling all the time, and 2, that things are going to come up that you weren't expecting, that you're going to have to fit into your day as well. My last tip, this one is really important to me. It's definitely not the least important tip, and that is to prep the night before. So I am pretty big on I want my house at the end of the night to be not perfect, but pretty close, everything just done. So the next morning we have a fresh slate. So end of the night around my house, dishes always done. The kitchen is clean. Toys are all picked up. I even have my outfit picked out and laid out for the next day. I have on my mind what all the meals are for the next day, likely the meat that I need for the next night's dinner is sitting in the fridge starting to defrost. I know exactly what we'll be having for breakfast the next morning. I have my to-do list written out for the next day. That is such a huge help for me. When I go to bed at night, the next day I know everything is, you know, ready, and as soon as we get up, of course, the house is going to be messy again. The kitchen's going to be dirty again. But starting on that fresh slate is just really important for me. So those are just a few tips from me on how I, you know, try to stay on top of this time management and trying to be productive. Again, I'm not putting this video out like you need to be hustling and you need to be just always productive. You definitely want that downtime with your kids, and you want to be able to relax with your kids. You want to be able to have time for yourself just to sit down and read, and you can schedule that into your day. Make sure that you have that time where you can sit and watch a show maybe during your kids' quiet time, or sit and read a book for an hour in the afternoon. But kind of scheduling your day out, you can allot for time for those things. It's not always just go, 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 getting things done. But those are things that are helpful for me. I hope that this was helpful for you too. Give this video a thumbs up if it was, and subscribe if you're new here. I'll see you next time.